Hello, my friend. This is Victor Pacini, and welcome to the Be Seen and Heard journey.
Videos and audios that will empower
you. Hey, it's Victor. Welcome to another Be Seen and Heard journey. Thank you so much for being with me today, whether you're watching this video or listening it through the podcast. Thanks for being here. I'm so grateful. I get a lot of questions when I present my Be Seen and Heard curriculum to students, and I typically take questions starting in 5th grade and up. And this question is probably the most popular, and it goes like this. Hey, Victor, did the person who sexually abused you, did he go to jail? And I always take that question, I turn it back on them because a lot of them already know a little bit about my story, and I'll say, based on what you heard today, do you think he went to jail? And I always get students that raise their hand and they say, no, he didn't. And I'll say, why? And they'll say, because you waited too long to talk about it. See, I don't think anyone who is a victim of sexual crime of any kind should ever think that if they wait too long, they can't get the justice that they deserve. I'm a firm believer of that. But see, I didn't talk. I waited 11 long years before I finally had the courage to share. And I always tell this to the students that it took me that long because of all my fear. It took me that long because I was threatened not to talk, and I believed this person. I allowed this person, me, not blaming anyone else, I allowed this person to control my emotional state when it came to my abuse. And yes, it was his fault for what he did to me. He violated my body, but I took that and I internalized it for 11 years until I finally had the courage, me, to privately raise my hand and go talk to my sister, which led to talking to a counselor. And the time came when I turned 19 where the counselor just suggested, she said, Victor, would you like to go put a report in? And I did. I wanted to see what was going to happen because I was really angry at the time and really still very scared. Long story short, at the time, I don't feel that the police officer that I talked to really handled it well. They didn't seem very sympathetic. And to be honest with you, I don't think they were really comfortable talking to me about it. Now, I know it has changed. The culture has changed, and I know the police department and all the agencies are out to help victims. Why? Because victims are coming forward and they're starting to share more and more, rightfully so. And today's topic, today's blog post is on statute of limitations. I'm happy to report that in Illinois, starting in January 2020, the statute of limitations for all sex crimes has been eliminated. So what I've learned is that any person who is a victim starting January of 2020, there is no statute of limitations. And it may take someone 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years to finally have the courage to share. And I get really passionate about it because I feel that part of my life growing up, it kept me from being the kid that I wanted to be because I was scared a lot. I had nightmares. I was afraid. Long story short, I finally took the responsibility and I live now, and I have to end with this because it's so important, and I'm trying to reach out to any victim out there who's still struggling. This person, he abused my body when I was 8 years old, but I no longer allow him to abuse my life. He will never abuse my life again. And now with this law being passed, this idea that I have that he will never abuse my life again is your time to finally speak up. So I'm sharing this and I'm talking to people that I know that have been victims of abuse or of assault. And I'm just here to say that for me, I don't want to dig up the past. I don't want to, if I had the opportunity to press charges now, that's not for me. But I know for a fact there are people that will take years and years before they finally have the courage, and they should have the ability and the capability and the freedom to press charges because something was done very terribly to them. So with that being said, that's this week's very, very challenging topic for me, statute of limitations, and I'm just so honored that you're listening. Please share this video with your friends and family. Remember, we got to remind our kids they have the right to be seen and heard. Thank you.
Hey, my friend, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Be Seen and Heard Journey. If you'd like to follow me, please go to youtube.com/Victor Pacini or instagram.com/Childhood Victories, or head over to facebook.com/Childhood Victories, or visit my website, victorpacini.com. Please share this with your friends and family, and until next time, be seen and heard.